He said I was his mate, his equal, his future queen. But on the rocks above the falls, Seth finally confessed the truth he had known for years. He had smelled me on my letters, dated other girls, and come here planning to avoid me. So what was I to him now? How bad is this hike? Seth asks me. It's not that bad, I say to him. You have royal blood and you're like 8 feet tall. You'll be fine. We start down the path, and as it gets a little more bumpy, it's less an actual path as it is just walking on a lightly beaten path. Eventually, Seth lets go of my hand. So, you and that Oliver guy used to come this way as kids? He finally asks. We didn't come this way until we were older, I tell him with a smirk. We stayed pretty close to the normal path when we were young, except that one time we got a little lost. Your dad was kind enough to share that story last night. What made you like being outside? It's not exactly the most typical for an alpha's daughter. I didn't fit in with the other kids. Even before we all realized I didn't have a wolf, I realized I wasn't built like them. They were all fast and so good at sports that when I tried to join them it was embarrassing or I got hurt. Oliver didn't exactly fit in either. So it was just a friendship between two outcasts. We got picked on a lot and just ended up playing in the woods to stay away from it all. Turns out that if you spend enough time here, you can fall in love with it. I take it you aren't enjoying your time out here? It's not that I don't enjoy it, I just don't have time, he tells me. I'm always so busy with some royal duty that it doesn't leave a lot of time to just exist. Did your parents bother you, too, about finding your mate when you turned 18? I asked him. I don't know if their obsession with it was normal or enhanced because of my situation with the wolf. They wanted me to find her. Well, you. I was just hesitant, he says. Hesitant? Were you hiding away, too? Making sure you didn't meet anyone? I asked in a joking tone. No, maybe. It's nothing to worry about. He finishes awkwardly. So, do you have a boyfriend hanging around who's going to have his heart broken when you tell him we've met? No. I'm a broken wolf, no one wants me, I tell him sadly. Short of some inappropriate comments made about me, no one has shown any genuine interest in me, ever. Molly, wait, he says and reaches out his hand for me. I take his hand and he continues, you're not broken. You're just different, I see that now. And you're absolutely beautiful. You can see I'm different now. That kitchen tour really made a difference, I joke. Molly, I need to tell you something. He says to me and his face is so serious. Seth, if you want to reject me, I get it. But please don't right now while we're supposed to meet up with our dads. Please. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of them, I add in a whisper. No, Molly. I'm not rejecting you, not ever. Can we sit down for a moment somewhere? Seth takes his jacket off and puts it on the rock for me to sit on. Rob and I met 5 years ago. We were training together, and were roommates. I stay silent so he can continue. He told me about Luna Falls, about his parents, about his big sister. He was so worried about you, that something would happen to you while he wasn't here. I remember you calling him in tears one time. I could only hear part of what you said, but I knew it was that another full moon had come and gone and there was no indication you had a wolf. You already knew? I asked. Yeah, I did. I actually knew a lot about you. He continues, you would send him letters often, sometimes photos. Every few weeks you'd send a package of his favorite foods. They always smelled so good. Rob didn't share, ever. But one day he was at training and I was in the room alone and I stole one. It was the most amazing smell, orange and rose, with a hint of lavender. But then I ate the cookie and it was just a sugar cookie. It didn't taste like it smelled. I sniffed around and realized the box also had the smell and sniffed and came across the letters you'd sent and I finally realized that it was you I could smell, and you were my mate. You already knew. I asked him, barely able to breathe. I did. But I was afraid. I knew about your wolf and Rob made you sound so fragile. I was worried you wouldn't be able to handle the demands of becoming queen. I had been dating a girl I thought would be a better queen, but my wolf, Altair, was furious. I eventually dumped her, and dated some other girls, but Altair was always mad, to the point I wasn't sure they were safe around me because I wasn't sure I could control him. I'm so sorry, Molly. I was an idiot, I hear him say as he tries to wipe the tear from my cheek, but I turn my head away from him quickly. I honestly came here with the plan to stay away from you. I thought I'd be able to. Rob always complained about how you stay in the kitchen, and I thought I could just stay in my room and, if I was careful, our paths wouldn't cross. But as soon as we stepped out of the car and I smelled you on your dad, I lost control of Altair and tackled Alpha Randall. I'm so sorry, Molly, you deserve to be treated better than that. I've barely even gotten to know you, and you're not as fragile as your brother thinks, and you're really, truly amazing. I made a huge mistake. We sit there in silence for a while. You knew I was your mate. For years. I say, my voice full of hurt. You were willing to live with the pain of knowing your mate was out there and not with you for years because the thought of being mated to me was worse. I can't put into words how sorry I am. I didn't want to even tell you this because I know how terrible it is, but my wolf wouldn't let me keep this from you, he says and tries to hug me, but I stand up quickly. Well, at least one of you isn't a selfish asshole, I spit out at him. Try to keep up, you don't want to get lost out here, I say as I continue onto the falls with no regard for his ability to keep up with me. I'm unable to hold in my emotions. To Seth's credit, he's smart enough to not even try to talk to me. I know he's struggling to keep up with me. I've heard him fall a few times on the rocks. There's some mud up ahead. I step across the mud and a few steps later I hear him slip and hit the ground.